never hold rep that. Top dog since top ramen now, steak and lobster with a shrimp. Big, put a ribbon on it, get you gift rep. Bet that, real never switch that. Came a long way, came a long way, came a long way, came a long way. Been a long way, real long way. And it's still that way, still that way, still that way. Still broad day, live that way, drill that way. Came a long way, real long way. Been a long way, real long way. And it's still that way, 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 still that way. Woo, woo, woo. This not a drill. Bucket of ice on me, how should I chill? Scope in your mouth, watch how I know how I'm rocking, you know how I'm built. Still in the trenches, we out in the field. If she in her bag, then it's Prada Chanel. The is fake, but she popping for real. Still that way. Run up if you feel that way. You can get this work, but the work don't ship, cause it really don't feel that way. Seen a whole lot of rapping and a whole lot of get like ice. Yesterday's price is not today's price. Talk to me nice. You know I'm an Eastside big.
Just off Lakeshore Drive, nestled next to Lake Michigan. That's where you find historic Soldier Field in the great city of Chicago, Illinois. Tonight, it's on to Week 10 already. Hard to believe, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the Chicago Bears. The shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Let's go. Let's get two. Let's go.
They'll start on the ground with Pierce. There he goes, left side. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for 33 and a first. That's quite a way to start this football game on the ground right away. They're almost near midfield.
And that run, whether you're for this team or against them, it brings you out of your seat, doesn't it? Because that's an exciting way to get things rolling. Now you got to hunker down on defense and not permit another first down run.
Last play went for over 30 yards. This one not quite as big, but still over 20.
That's going to be a good matchup for him. Using him out of the backfield, telling those linebackers, hey, you're not only going to have to try and run with him, but you're going to have to try and tackle him in the open field.
First and 10. Here's Levis. Finds his tight end Oliver here on the right. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. First and 10, it's Pierce. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. The tackle is made by Adoree Jackson.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now Levis. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown. So just a tremendous play there defensively on this opening drive. Not just to make the interception, but to take it all the way home.
And it felt like this was a defense that was on its heels a bit to start this thing off.
Yeah, they pretty much let the other guys march right down the field until that moment.
Yeah, key play there, turned it all around. Big moment.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And he will dive into the end zone, and a two-point conversion is successful. Tell you what, they're not messing around. You get the quick touchdown, and then you go for two to go up 8-0 here on the road.
In a sense, they hit him with a big shot right away. You don't throw a jab after you throw the haymaker, right? Go ahead and go for two. They did. They're in control.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to... There he goes, right side. Still going inside the 20. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. A big play there on the catch and run. 67 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Levis looking to move him around a bit. Here's Pierce. Will take it in. Touchdown Bears. Joey Sly on for the extra point. He's got it, so they take just the one here, and that makes it an 8-7 game in the first. So we're back to a one-point game now as the kickoff comes. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. Shutting defenders at the 15. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
For most people, the excitement of the kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
All right, open, complete. Look at the big man rumble. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 81 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Back to throw, Watson. That's Brown. Touchdown, Carolina. Marquise Brown, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 8. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
And he'll wind up getting this to the 32. A play that started at the 16, and that's how many yards they get. 1st down.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run, because we envision them in offenses catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. The Bears at 7-2 here on the year. And they were losers last time out, but winners of 7 of 9 prior to that.
And the key for them, as I see it, tightening things up on defense, because The offense did its part. They played well, but defensively, way too many lapses and big plays allowed. That ultimately doomed them in their last ball game.
He was trying to find his tight end, Josh Oliver, and it's third down. You look at this Carolina defense. They're a tough unit to throw against, currently fourth toughest in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down. Levis back to throw. This one caught over the middle. It's Oliver, the tight end. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up second down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Now again, it's Levis looking to throw it. Gets the dump off to Pierce. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Short yardage situation, you have to wonder if they thought that they were just going to run it inside. But you have to be cognizant of the back slipping out in the backfield trying to find some open space. And that's exactly what he does to the tune of a first down.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 23 yards on the play. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Levis looking to throw. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Zay Jones, a 15-yard touchdown Brown. And the Bears have cut the lead back down to 2. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And this is now a 1-point game. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they are losers of 2 straight coming into this Thursday night game. Is it more difficult, CD, when you take a losing streak into a quick turnaround game like this?
It certainly is because you don't get time to work on the issues that you've had throughout the season that caused you to have the record that you're having. You can't really get those set. So now you're trying to minimize those and maximize what you've been doing well. And I remember a game recently where one of the assistant coaches said to the head coach, forget our running back rotation. This guy has a hot hand, and they rode him to a victory. Those are things you have to look out for in games like this.
On first down, it's Watson. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete. And he was looking for Elijah Mitchell out of the backfield, but it's going to be second down. You look at this Bears defense. This unit, they've struggled a little bit against the pass, ranked number 21 in the league.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
2nd and 10. Now Watson going to change the look here. On 2nd and 10, Watson. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bears sack. Khalil Mack racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely, and that sack finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. An entertaining start to this one. More to come. Panther football to start quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 33. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 down at the 33. Here's Watson. And he'll go right back to Moore. Complete again. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. First down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. On first down, Watson. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Bears are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, right? Because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Levis now on 1st and 10. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Oliver. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Working from the gun. Here's Levis. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Levis to throw once more. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can...
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown, Chicago. Josh Oliver, 65 yards, and the Bears have taken the lead. Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback.
And they should feel that way. It's obvious it's a big part of why they have such a good record this season. You're right about the bright future as well, and by association, a bright future for the franchise, too.
Now this will be returned from deep in the... And deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they will set up shop with outstanding field position in the red zone at the 17-yard line. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Levis. Touchdown! Jamal Agnew from 17 yards out. And the Bears are able to add on to that lead. Now Joey Sly for the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here. Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it. Watson changing to play. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson. He's going to air one out. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Bears are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out. Looking to repeat that. Charles's defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field. And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. And with the way things have gone so far tonight, I figured this was going to be a touchdown because he's wide open. But instead, the ball's laid out just a bit too far, and they come up empty. Levis on 3rd down. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. After the interception, here's Watson. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get the field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go, ball on the 43. Throwing again is Watson. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Off of play action, it's Watson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest with a guy with that type of speed. You do so. Send him deep. Try to throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful. And now this ball picked up in the end zone. Remember, this is a live ball. He's past the 30. Past midfield. Look out. He's got the first down and then some. And he will score. That is a touchdown. No flags on the field as he picks up the missed field goal and takes it coast to coast. And And that is obviously the danger, Charles, of a long field goal attempt.
And what teams are doing now is not just putting their field goal block unit on. They may change it out and go punt return because you have better guys on the field who are able to stay on their feet and block in case that kick is missed. And that's what we saw there, the big return after the long missed field goal.
The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive, missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you've put something out there, you've given yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the post. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
A well-executed 22-yard gain. Watson off play action. Escaping the pressure right. Complete. This is Mitchell. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Now Watson. He'll go right back to Tunyon. And he's going to be wrangled down quickly after the catch up at the 45-yard line. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Now 2nd and 9. Faking the give. Now Watson. And connecting here with DJ Chark. And he's going to get this done inside the 5 before he's out of bounds. A big play there for Carolina. 53 yards.
I can still hear it reverberate through this thick skull of mine. Crossing routes versus man-to-man coverage, it's a bad matchup for the defense. Those tend to work very well as they run away from a defender.
Watson. And it'll be caught in the end zone for the Carolina touchdown by DJ Moore. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Panthers are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point right down the middle. And that cuts this lead down to 13.
35. Panthers 22.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
On first down, Levis. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. And a penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. First and 10. Here's Levis. And he comes back with one complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
He had to fight that time. Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
And Pierce gets it again on second down. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 70 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance in guessing. Because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. The final shot before the break. Watson. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at second down. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. In the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense has thrown at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the 50, it's Watson. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. That's big Jordan Davis powering in to drop it.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up. Going to need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? He'll look to throw. to the 25 before it's all said and done. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. On first down, it's Watson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Here's Watson. And this one is incomplete.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Back to throw, Watson. Sharks got it, left side. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
Third and long always tilts to the defense. And I just remember as a player how many times it was hammered into my head. Know where the sticks are and get him down in front of it. But sometimes what happens is you worry about where that is much more than the person who has the ball. And on that play, they didn't have enough focus on him. And somehow he turned a short pass into a first down.
Complete on the quick throw to Moore. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. So he stopped for no gain, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
All right, partner, I wasn't good enough to get this done, but I played with plenty of guys who did. When they spotted wide receiver screen and they got to the football fast and blew the whole thing up, the same result as we just saw usually happened. No gain.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
They converted twice on third down that drive already, but couldn't make it a third. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
On fourth down, Watson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And unable to break away, they stop him a few yards shy. And the Panthers turned away on fourth down. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to... on the scoreboard. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. And a productive gain out to the 14 after starting at the 7. It's a gain of 7.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Levis to throw it. Short throw caught by the tight end Oliver. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 6. And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Levis now on 1st and 10. Pass complete downfield. It's Pierce. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A very solid gain of 27. Back to the ground with Pierce. Down to about the 22 here. 85 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
They're bringing us about right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves and start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. Pierce will try to pick it up. Well, this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the first down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
Sly able to put this one through, and that will finish off this 3rd quarter of play. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Panthers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is, his first miss, no good. Two scores down, 3 timeouts left, still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. Now, 4th quarter, it felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they turn to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
14 yards in a Chicago first down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Running it out of the gun with Pierce. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Back to throw, it's Levis. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Field goal unit and Joey Sly now. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Sly able to put this one through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And they will be backed up deep. Trouble here as they're going to start this drive at the 6.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
On first down, Watson. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
First down, Carolina.
Watson on first down. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
And Chark goes in motion left.
Now a first down throw, Watson. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. And the Bears are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
And that's now a half-dozen interceptions for him over the last two games. Because CD, remember, he threw 3 in the last ball game and now 3 more here.
And the way that you present it, partner, I'm not sure what sounds worse, right? Half a dozen over the last 2 games or 3 the last game, 3 this game. Either way, it's way too many. And that's something they'll have to work on, hoping to get through the rest of this game without having to address it again.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down.
And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory.
118 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign.
The offense on third down tonight, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. This time it's 3rd and 3. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick-6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. This to make it a 3-score game late.
Sly able to put this one through. Wow, I mean, it's so rare to even see one attempted from that distance, CD, let alone converted, but he came through with confidence and matches what was Tom Dempsey's 43-year NFL record at one point of 63 yards.
Yeah, I can still see that highlight of Dempsey making that kick, and nowadays we see it a little bit differently because, remember, Dempsey was a straight-on kicker. With these guys nowadays, the range keeps increasing, and they keep putting it through the posts.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again is Watson.
A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That'll put him up over 160 yards receiving now for the game. They can't seem to stop it. On 1st and 10, Watson. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Adrian Amos with a pick.
And the Bears are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line.
That's Jermaine Johnson stopping that play before it begins, dropping it for a loss.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Levis sets up to throw here.
Looking downfield for Jones. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
On the return is Cohen. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
To throw is Watson. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at 000. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Watson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now it's Watson. And that is incomplete.
We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Here's Pierce on the counter. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Good gain there on 1st down, and keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They're in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. 3rd and short. It's Levis. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Panthers will take over here at their own 12-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Back to the air, Watson on 2nd down. And a pass complete to Moore. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Big strides. Look at him go. And he will step out of bounds down near the 10-yard line. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. On 1st down, it's Watson. And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag. So after the loss of down, they'll come up here with a 2nd and goal. Again, it's Watson. He'll go right back to Tunyon. Really nice gain on the completion. However, still 3rd and goal that they face now. One last throw here for Watson. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Robert Tunyon, his first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers get a bit closer. No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes, because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. So that last kickoff, just a mere formality, obviously, Charles, wrapping up a game that they should be very happy about, in which they got the win.
Yeah, I thought they were clearly the better team by the end, and they earned this one with a terrific game plan and consistent effort throughout. Only fitting that they had the ball with the clock at 0.
So for Chicago, they continue to put themselves in position for a first-round bye as they move to 8-2. And they'll have a few extra days here now before they face the Lions next week. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, the turnaround hasn't materialized as they fall to 2-7. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Fix my jeans real quick. What you mean you don't know how I'm stepping? What you mean you don't know what I'm repping? I'm feeling my hood like they call me the best. You back in my spot, you gotta come and check in. At the way I get hectic, don't make me slide up on you, no electric. You hit them like it's Tetris. You felt the way and all you do is text it. Listen, I don't know why they mentioning beef. I don't think no one better than me. You can say what you want, but my steppers don't speak. If I tell them to go, then they stepping on 3 like on the chain. That's competitive. Me making rain in your hood like I weather the streets. So my nigga, we good. I'ma get to the breach. You only as tough as your weapon could be. I done Connie and Dylan, I got off the block. To the hate and put that on the watch. The ice on my neck is little shorty on hot. If I'm rapping, that want me to flap. I don't care.
Stand up. Do the he say, she say, getting no delay, run it like relay, bro. You ain't got it like this. In my can't see straight, big fur jacket from eBay, looking timeless. Hey, I gotta let my skin fade marinate. We gotta toast up, celebrate. Everyone scream next up, but I'm the #1 candidate. Captain's armband, I'm making key plays. When I'm doing shows, gotta get it all prepaid. What you? I'm on it, break, no side, no about these ways. I gotta let my skin fade marinate. We gotta toast up, celebrate. Everyone scream next up, but I'm the #1 candidate. Starboy excellence. Them other guys irrelevant. They all on. Zoe Kravitz half white, half melanin. Baby face and a white gold tooth cap. I treat the waiter nice, she love that. I mix the blueberry pie. It's not what I wear, it's how I rock that. If I can buy that twice, I'll cop that. Sweet 110, spot that, chop that. Tryna lock me, I have to tell her it's not that. Do the he say, she say, getting no delay. Run it like relay, bro, you ain't got it like this. In my can't see straight, big fur jacket from eBay, looking timeless. Hey, I gotta let my skin fade marinate.